Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be taking a look at Molong the Water Panda. So in the previous balance patch, Molong got nerfed. Very sad that come to us keeps nerfing my water units.
You have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
They reduced the HP scaling on his second skill, which combined with the previous nerfs basically makes Molong's second skill, I think, pretty useless to use. I'm not really a fan of it anymore. But there is a slight positive change that has come with this. They changed it so that Reckless Assault launches a reckless attack that damages the enemy by 70% of its HP at the cost of receiving 70% of the damage. This used to be 100%. So Molong, when he uses skill 3, would take a lot of damage, and it was a bit risky because unless you had heals, you would die right after. Now that damage is going to be significantly reduced, and I've been using him on a bit of a special build actually, which really helps complement this buff. So we're going to be playing around with a Vampire Molong today. Vampire runes do work on Reckless Assault skill 3, so you're able to help mitigate most of the damage that you take from using Reckless Assault, and now that you only take 70% of the damage, you still heal for 100% of that damage. So it kind of evens out, so you don't really take that much damage at all. Now, in RTA, I'd still probably recommend going Violent Runes if you still use Molong in RTA. But Siege, where we're going to be using him today, is where I think Vampire Molong really shines. It just adds a lot of safety and consistency to the team. So these are going to be the stats of my Molong. I believe I've thrown it up on screen. And we'll go take a look at the runes here. Vampire Will for him. Basically, for Molong, I wanted to give him as much HP and tanky stats as possible. We want decent speed. The thing with Molong in the team I'm going to be using him today, you really just need to make sure you're speed tuned. You don't need a crazy amount of speed. And also, I got something really special recently, which is kind of what inspired me to try this out anyway. This right here is a quad rolls, 4 rolls into life drain. The max could have been 40%. You know, I'm 8% short, which is a bit of a shame. But this is a quad life drain artifact HP type with reduced damage from wind, 32% life drain, and additional damage based off of speed and HP percent, which I think is perfect stats for Molong, for Vampire Molong specifically. Now that combined with this artifact right here, that gives us accuracy on skill 1 and skill 2, plus an extra 14% life drain, gives us a grand total of an extra 46% life drain. So with this combination, it basically makes Molong take little to no damage from using Reckless, and it's just really nice. I'm a big fan. Now, I do have additional damage based off of HP down here. I do think skill 3 recovery is another option for this. It will increase the healing from Vampire runes on skill 3, but this just lets me get a bit extra damage out of like skill 1, skill 2. So I kind of like it to make up for these damage nerfs, but skill 3 recovery might just be better. Also, I do want to emphasize for damage sake, this is my other bear, who currently has a combined total of about pretty close to 60k because of towers. Because Molong is on Vampire, you really don't need to worry about how much HP the enemy has. Now, if I was using a Molong on Vio, I'd probably lose a lot of my HP. But because we are on Vampire with an extra 46% life drain, take a look at this. We did 41k damage. It was a little bit more because we just took that counter. We had about that much HP lost because we healed back up a ton of that. All right, and now once again, look at that. So you really don't need to worry about Molong's current HP status when you use Reckless, which is why I like Vampire so much for this. Because I'm able to get Reckless off quite a few times, which if this was a Violent Molong, we'd get Reckless off like once. And then last one, okay, not much damage. But yeah, you get the point. You get the point. So this is the team we're going to be taking Molong in with today. It is going to be Bulwark, Amelia, Molong. This is a very solid team. Basically, we have Bulwark, who lowers the enemy's HP down to Reckless range. And then Molong Recklesses, we snipe a unit turn 1, and then we just survive to snipe the rest. We have Amelia here to give Bulwark stacks. So this is my Bulwark. Speed on this team doesn't matter as much. You really just need to make sure that you are speed tuned, because we already have a ton of HP. So I think maybe around this range. I've definitely seen a lot more premium comps with higher speed. This is just what works. So this is my Bulwark. It's I think I got 2 Bulwarks, so he's a really great unit as well. I recommend. And then Amelia we have here. So turn order is very crucial in this comp. We have Bulwark who goes first, then it is Molong, and then I have Amelia go last to provide the team the immunity afterwards. With this comp, Bulwark starts with 3 stacks, which is exactly enough to get us within Reckless range. We are not going to go for this Panda because the Panda actually got damage reduction passive now. So we're going to go for this guy first. Oh, the procs. Oh, we did get interrupted. But luckily this didn't move. So now we can Reckless, skill 3, and that is enough to snipe him out. Now, pay attention to my Molong's HP here. We just used our full Reckless. And now we do have a shield set for Bulwark stacks, so combined with that, we basically took no damage. And that's why I really just like Vampire. It just adds a ton of safety, because if this was a Violent Molong, our HP would have been down to like half, if not more. Kind of depending on the unit we Reckless. And it just adds a lot of risk to Molong dying. Which we do not want. So that's how we get our safety. Now we just stall out and wait for Reckless skill 3. Alright, does this kill? It does, nice. Alright, and that's another Reckless. Look at our HP after that. Alright, here we got Wind Monkey King, the Water Lightning something. I still don't have this unit. I do want him. And then the Fire Paladin. So we're going to have to go for Ophelia first here. Now, Threat State does provide damage reduction, so I do not believe we kill if we Reckless right now. So we're going to wait just a little bit. Hopefully we can strip it with Bulwark, maybe. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and that is a Reckless. Which is enough. And look at our HP right now. Do we see this? We just did a Reckless that was what? It was like easily over 30k damage. We have that much HP. It's very nice. And Bulwark passive, like Bulwark's ability goes through damage reduction, which is really nice. Is it every hit that stacks this? Oh, so multi-hit stack that more? Interesting. I didn't know that. With the procs. It actually has a good damage spread because I'm all water units. So his first skill hits all of us, doesn't it? Yeah, I definitely would like this unit. I think it'd be very fun to play around with. Alright, there's our Reckless. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and try to fight this team. We have a bit of a risk because we're going against Nora, who does have a bunch of strips and dots, which don't glance on us, so it's going to be a bit rough. But it's Chandra Nora and the Wind Weapon Master. Because Chandra didn't hug, I think we just killed the Weapon Master right away. Alright, full snipe. Almost full HP. I do want to see if we have some skill through recovery on top of all this life drain, how much that would increase. Because I do wonder if that's even more efficient. Like, is it possible, do you think, guys, to get a Reckless where you actually heal more HP than you lose? That would be pretty amazing, I think. I'd love to see if that's possible. But having this on Vampire basically just means that it doesn't matter how much HP the enemy has. You're still going to be fine when you use Reckless. Which I really like that about this. Oh, they had a bit of minus damage from water, I think. Okay, there we go. And we're going to be trying to go against the Wind Mage, the Juno, and the new water... this guy. The new water this guy. I do not have this unit yet. I have been trying to get him. I actually think he'd be pretty interesting to try out. Alright, we do get strips. We don't get skill 2, luckily. Let us go ahead and do a bit of damage on her. We're not going to Reckless yet, because she does have a damage reduction passive. So I don't know the exact threshold, but I think we need her to be a little bit lower. Oh, she's not on Vampire, though, so this should be enough now. Yeah, that's actually a bit overkill. But there we go. There's the skill 3, but we have immunity. Alright, one more turn. Oh, wait, that was 11k. That actually does damage. Okay. That actually does damage. Look at us heal back the full. Let's go ahead and Reckless. Oh, and he did do branding as well. There we go. Ooh, this time we have the Dark Panda, Riley, and Perna. This should be a comp that we can take on decently well. Dark Panda does have damage reduction. Let's see if this is enough to snipe. Oh, it's not. Not even close. It's because he has more attack power than us. Okay. So he's actually probably going to heal back to full here. Wait, unless... Actually, I think we kill. Does my Molong move before him? I think it does. Hey, there we go. Not bad. So he's out of the way. I think we snipe Riley next, and we whittle down Perna. Well, unless I get a good angle on killing Perna here, maybe I will. It's not a bad angle. Yeah, we can snipe Perna here. Into our Reckless, into dead Perna. Look at that. And there's our Reckless. Alright, let's try against this Dominic Nora and Aaliyah defense here. This one should be fine as long as we don't get our turn order interrupted, which we got provoked. Let's go ahead and S2. Wait, we actually stunned, but it got cleansed. That never happens. I swear, Molong never stuns. Except he did. Alright, but this should be enough to take out the Dominic here. And once they lose their damage threat, the rest of this should be pretty free. Alright, I think we go for Nora next. Into our skill 3 combo here. That's another one down. And now we just gotta take down this water totem. Alright, and there we go. Alright, and let's go ahead and try against this Theomars Riley Molly comp. We should be pretty fine here as long as Theomars doesn't go crazy and procs on us a bunch. Alright, I think I'm gonna take out their attack buffer first. Oh, and look at that. See, he went right for my Molong. Now, if this was Violent Molong, I would have been close to death after that. This is still in the bag because we Reckless her now. I'm pretty sure my Bulwark's gonna die here, but that's okay. Oh, not the procs. Let's do this. Let's transform into a Provoke. Into that. And maybe a stun. Okay, no stun. But we do freeze. Alright, I see a Leo Ragdoll Wind Archangel team. So I think we go, obviously we go for the healer first. Once we take this out, they shouldn't have any sustain for us. And then it's just a matter of survival. How long can we survive against Leo Ragdoll? Alright, do I use this? It's kind of risky if I do. I'm actually not yet. I'm a little worried. Let's go for Leo first. Alright, now we can use our, this. I might just have Amelia control him. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. I think let's end off with a Wind Panda Dark Paladin Water Totemist. Really, any comps that don't have, like, too much strips, too much burst, is what this team really shines against. Alright, let's take this Paladin out right now. And I think this is enough to take her out. Yes, there we go. Incoming Wind Panda solo. Nah, I don't think there's any way Wind Panda kills this. So we can right now, we can go ahead and skill 3 here. And I believe at the 50% HP mark, is this enough to Reckless? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, I think that is where we are going to be stopping it today. This might have been a little bit of a shorter video. I do want to try to experiment a bit with the video times. So do let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do we like shorter videos? Do we like watching the really long ones? with a bunch more matches involved. Do let me know. I do want to experiment and hopefully improve the content that way. Also, let me know what you think about Vampire Molong in the comments down below. Is this the new meta? Is Molong no longer a violent unit? I think there's plenty of other units in the game that you really want your good violent HP percent speed set runes. So putting Molong on Vampire definitely helps free up those slots. And I really do recommend building this team. If you have the units, it works really well together. They have great synergy and there's a good amount of safety to it. You just got to make sure you don't take it into teams with a ton of strip potential. Don't take this into Odin. Odin will one-shot them. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.